What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, Humanoids. We are back, day 3 out of the 4-day workout week here. I did this workout on Friday, 4th of July weekend. Hit the old Friday workout. So today, got into weighted pull-ups. Just another awesome upper body day. So started off with just some pull-aparts and some weighted pull-ups. Went heavy on the weighted pull-ups, low reps, heavy weight. So I just did 2 reps, and I did 65 pounds. Felt all right. Shoulder is, I would say, I don't know, 95% better. I feel tweaks every now and then, here and there, but definitely feeling better with pull-ups. Definitely feeling better with the bench press and the flies, as well as the shoulder press that we get into a little later on. But yeah, that's good news. I don't think I solved the problem of what caused the injury. Obviously, I believe that's weak external rotators, which I have not touched at all. But I've let the injury calm down. So haven't solved it, but have solved the pain for now. So obviously the next phase would be to actually correct and fix the alignment of my shoulder so this doesn't keep popping up as we get the weights heavier and as we do more strict upper body stuff. The topic of today's video, how to grow your chest, very controversial. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions. I think, in my opinion, I think one of the easiest ways to grow the chest is to learn how to use the chest, if that makes sense. We all know somebody who benches, I don't know, whatever, who benches something heavy for them, let's say 225. Someone who reps out 225 on the bench press and has no pecs. There's nothing going on there. And it's just, they're skipping the pec. They've never learned to contract the pec muscle itself. So you can get strong at movements. You can, traditional movements that are supposed to grow the pec. Bench press, dumbbell press. You can get great at those and not ever grow your pec muscle because you're not using the pec to do the movement. Typically, people will either compensate, they'll use their triceps for the lockout, or they'll put their arm in a position where it's actually more of a delt movement, which is, unless you have super great shoulders, which isn't great for the shoulder. You're not training the pec. You're training the triceps and the delts. So how do you learn to use the pec? My favorite way to activate to get that mind muscle connection for the pec is the fly. Whether it's cable fly, seated fly. I don't like dumbbell fly. I don't like it. But cable fly, lighter weight, higher rep. I think it's the number one way, cable fly and seated, machine fly, whatever, pec deck fly. The number one way to teach your brain how to use your pectoral, how to contract the muscle, is the fly. I would say in conjunction with that, push-up. The push-up. Play around with your hand width. Play around with the rotation of your wrist. Figure out how to actually contract your pec. And that way, when you go to get on the bench, it's not just your triceps working. It's your actual pectoral muscle being stretched at the bottom, knowing how to contract. Your brain's like, hey, we have this big, strong muscle here. Hit it. Contract it. Get to the top of the rep. Now, obviously, you can't avoid using some shoulder, using some tricep. That's normal. Your body will always kick those muscles in for help. But once you've trained the pec, once you've taught your brain that nervous connection, brain to muscle connection, and you train the pec to be strong, you teach it how to fire correctly, your brain will use it. The pec is a big, strong muscle. So once you've taught your brain how to use it, it will do so. But I see people all the time, benching, doing push-ups, and you can just tell, either by the development of the pec or the way the movement goes, they're not utilizing their pecs. So if you want to grow a big chest, the first step is learning how to use your pecs, learning how to contract them. So I mean that's my advice. Start light, build that connection, and then once you have that, once step one is complete, I think variation and blood flow are the key. The pec loves blood flow, and it's also a very multi-angled muscle. There's fibers that run all the way from the sternum, can't think of the word, clavicle all the way down to the lower sternum, the ribs. It's a huge fan-shaped muscle, tons of angles. So work it from different angles, whether that's different angle of fly. There's different variations of dumbbell bench you can do, supinated, pronated wrists. Yeah, I think just like kind of all of my other thought processes here on lifting, variation of intensity, variation of volume. Now, for this workout and for the foreseeable little while here, I'm starting with the bench and then I get into the cable fly. Traditionally, I like cable flies first. Cable flies first, wake up those muscles, get the blood flow going. It might decrease your bench press weight a little bit because those muscles might be a little pre-fatigued. But I think that the bench press is more valuable once the pecs are woken up and turned on. So in the past, I grow pectoral muscle very easily, very, very easily. So I've always started workouts with the flies. I think it gives a wider, different shape to the pec. I think it allows the pec to look a little bit different than if you're just a strict bench press growth for the pec. So I like to start with the flies, get the blood flow, get the muscle pre-fatigued, and then get into the bench press. That's just me. Everyone has their own preferences, but I think that the pec, it enjoys high reps, it likes blood flow, but you can't deny that there's also something to locking out, the top, the squeeze, the top of the bench press, and then also the bottom of that bench press, that deep squeeze, that helps to facilitate growth as well. So, I mean, just to recap, learn to use the pec, learn to turn it on, feel like you're in control of the muscle. Then once you have that control, play with the angles, incline bench, decline bench, supinated, pronated grip dumbbell presses, narrow grip push-ups, wider push-ups, incline, decline, neutral angle cable flies. Play with it all. As long as you're contracting the pec, it'll grow. So yeah, I mean that's my my working hypothesis on the on the pec growth. One of the most important things, though, I mean, pec is so addicting. It's such a fun muscle to train. It's just if you're not doing the opposite, if you're not working the back to balance out all that chest strength, it's a recipe for shoulder disaster. So even before getting into any type of pec work, waking up those pecs, it's more important to wake up the back muscles so you have that control, that stability of the scapula, then get into your pec movements. And that's something I learned with time, time and injuries. Injuries can be valuable lesson teachers. So first, turn on the back muscles. Next, turn on the pecs, fill them with blood, work them from different angles, and they will grow. See you guys next time.